Good afternoon everyone, or good evening. It's Saturday here in London. It's been a beautiful day today. I tell you what, the weather has been fantastic here. Summer is in full force in London. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, so where has everyone been? Where have you guys been? I haven't seen you guys for a while, so let's talk about Porsche. You know, it's a weird thing. I don't really think, it's not that I don't appreciate them, I really do appreciate them, but I don't think a lot about air-cooled 911s. In saying that, I did many years ago. I was very, very attracted to the 1980-ish, 1987, 1989 911, 3.2 Carrera, big wing, you know the one, G50 gearbox, a better gearbox. That was probably 10 years ago though, and 10 years ago they were very, very cheap, not just in Australia or in the UK, they were cheap worldwide. Of course that market has changed. The 3.2 Carrera now is very expensive, SCs are very expensive, anything from the 70s, as you know, are also very expensive. Anyway, so I got this bug during the week. I got this bug about air-cooled Porsches, and it's probably because I'm about to go to, and I don't know how to say it, Luft. I'm about to go to the event in London, outside of London, next weekend, which has been organised, which is based on the one in LA, Luftkult. That's where I'm going anyway, next Sunday. I think a few of the people, I think a lot of you guys actually, I've seen on Instagram, a lot of people are going to it, so it should be a good event. Hopefully I can find my way there. I'm going to have to rely on public transport because I don't have a Porsche to drive. Anyway, so I've been thinking about air-cooled 911s, and I've been thinking about the 964 in particular. The 964, which has not always been the favorite 911 shape, I guess. I guess it's a little bit like how the SC and the 964 are a little bit, you know, not so favored by Porsche. Porsche collectors or Porsche purists or Porsche people who wanted to buy a 911. I don't know if I'm wrong. I think that's what the case is anyway. My friend had a 964 many years ago, and I like the 964. I mean, it's a little bit ugly. It's a little bit weird in the front and back bumper sometimes. Like the angles is a bit, not ugly, what's the word? It's a bit clunky, I guess. It's a little bit clunky. But inside, I mean, it's pretty, I still think the inside is pretty special. I've just watched two great videos on YouTube. One, the guy only made one video on YouTube, which I think he should have continued. I thought the video was very well done. Very natural. I like the video. I'm going to link it actually. I'll link it here or here.
It's a 1992 Carrera 2 911. Known by Porsche people as a 964.
The second video is this one, which I'm going to show a short clip and hopefully I don't get in trouble for it. Yeah, so how cool was that? He goes through the whole car, you hear all the buttons press, you hear the, you know, the whole sound of the car, the whole clicks, the clangs, the bonnet, the engine, you know. It's a great video, and that's a 4-year-old video the guy made. I think it's a really good video. And the one before where the guy's getting rid of his 964, it goes through the problems if you watch it. the problems that we all face. You have a 911, you want another 911, you don't have space or you don't have the money for another 911, you end up buying another 911, and then you decide you want something different, and then, you know, you sell both and get the GT3 or whatever it was that he was doing. And I think that's a great Porsche story, and it's one of those journeys I think that we all go through. You know, we're always searching, we're always looking and thinking about what we can get next. You know, I really want a 997 GT3. That's what I want. I want a GT3. I do like the GTS 997, but because it's flappy paddle, I would prefer to get a manual, so the GT3 I think is the one on my hit list. Sorry. But now, getting too excited, but now I keep looking at the 964 and I think, man, should I try to get a 964? So of course I look on the classifieds in Australia. Look at this. Yeah, so the classifieds in Australia, there's 4 in manual. I want a Carrera 2. If you got one, I think it had to be a Carrera 2. If you have a 964 Carrera 4, tell me about it in the comments and tell me how good it is. But I think the Carrera 2 would be the one. So then I had this bright idea, maybe I can get it from America and get it shipped to Australia. Or maybe I can get it from Japan, but then it's going to be left-hand drive. Do I really want a left-hand drive? And then I thought, from the UK. But then looking into that, you've got all the extra charges that Australia puts on. They put on GST, goods and services tax, you know. Then you've got sales tax or whatever it was. And then they put on luxury car tax if it's over $59,000 or $60,000. So all of a sudden your car becomes very expensive. The ones in Australia, the cheapest one was $145,000. The one in that Wimbledon green, which I kind of appealed to that green, I don't know why. The one in Wimbledon green, this one, that's $185,000. Now, maybe that's not too expensive when you factor in everything that might have to be done and freight, but it's still a lot of money. You're up there with the GT3 price. And this is my dilemma. You know, if I'm going to get another GT3 or replace the 997 that I have, another 911 and replace the one I have, or if I keep 2, would you just go the GT3 or would you get an air-cooled? And like I said, I haven't been a big fan of getting an air-cooled. I know they're more, not challenging, more exciting to drive. Obviously they're more analog, the switches, the gear change, the smell, all of that, which is the driving experience. And I think, I don't know, there's something about it that all of a sudden I find really appealing, especially when I notice people who have, you know, they mod them slightly, you know, they do slight mods on them, you know, the different steering wheel and things like that, just minor mods. And I did notice that, also on Instagram, I did notice that Darren Pfister, that did my exhaust, the FD Motorsports Pfister exhaust, I noticed he just picked up a 964, and it looks fantastic. It's like a burgundy type color, and it's got the gold wheels. Obviously not the original wheels, but it looks absolutely fantastic. So now I've got this idea in my head about a 964. The problem is, though, there's that other voice in my head of my friend telling me that, you know, the 964 is a great car, but it has lots of oil leaks, because he had one, and there was always oil leak problems. And I know that after reading this, you know, I've come across those facts, and oil leaks happen on the 964 in the 90, 89, 90 models, and then apparently 93, is it? 93 model, it's slightly better. I don't know all the facts at the moment. I've only just started reading this week, but yeah, so you know, I mean, I guess any car that's 25 years old, you're going to have some kind of thing like that that's going to happen. You know, you can't avoid it. Yeah, so anyway, this morning and yesterday, well, this morning actually, I was scouring through the different classifieds on the UK, on the US and Japan, like I said, seeing what the prices were and seeing what was available. I think it's a little bit out of my price range. I think if I was going to go that far, I would have to sell the car I have. And the thing is, what I was thinking about originally is wouldn't it be cool to have the 997 and to also have an air-cooled? So I have the water-cooled 997, because I love my 997, as you know, P997, have the 997 and have an air-cooled as well. I think that would be a great combination. I think but when it gets up close to 200,000 Australian dollars, 150, you're getting quite high there. You're getting close to GT3 prices. I mean, GT3, as you know, this 997.1 is about 220, I think, Australian dollars around about, maybe you can get one for 185, something like that. So 185,000 GT3 or a 185,000 low kilometer 964 immaculate condition. What do you do? What do you do? This is the fun with Porsche and getting into the lifestyle, or getting it in. It gets into your head, as you guys know. It's not an obsession. I don't want to call it an obsession, but I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting when you start to look deeper and deeper, and you think that you've decided that the direction you're going and what you want is right, and then you start researching something else and you think, maybe I want that raw experience. Maybe the raw experience of a 964 air-cooled, you know, with the slightly different steering wheel, with, you know, even if it's a 90 model, get the slightly bigger OEM rims, and, you know, the better exhaust, and, you know, and the smell, and you know, is that driving experience that you get from a 964, is it going to match a GT3? Now, of course, it's not going to match the GT3 in speed, but in the way it makes you feel, is it going to be that raw experience that you get? Is it going to be something that has value, that is worth more than the GT3? I don't know what the answer is. Don't get me wrong, I still love the GT3, but I'm just saying that the air-cooled thing all of a sudden, and obviously I'm going to see, I hope to see, there's going to be quite a few 964s at the event next Sunday, and obviously other models, 993s and stuff. So, you know, it's not that I haven't seen them before, but it'd be good to see them when this is fresh in my mind. Like I said, I'm probably dreaming at the moment, and I'm not really in the position to have two Porsches, as you know. I always complain that I don't have one here in the UK. It would be good to have one in the UK, but it's not really feasible. And also, I'm not really sure how much longer we're going to be spending a lot of time here. So that's always in the back of my mind. So, but having two 911s in Australia, having an air-cooled and a water-cooled, if I could get an air-cooled at a low price, which is probably impossible, that's pretty cool. Like, that would be something that would be I don't know. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. Let me know in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you prefer air-cooled? Do you prefer water-cooled? I know everyone likes a bit of both, but, you know, let's chat about it. So anyway, I've probably been rambling today. Just a bit of a short video. Here's that video again. Another part of that video is just talking about where the guy goes through all the features of the 964. Check it out. It's pretty good. In fact, watch the whole video. Great video. Check it out. Yeah, so that's it today. Another Porsche chat. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the messages on Instagram. You guys know who you are. It's really good talking to like-minded people about Porsche, and invitations that I've been getting from people to meet up and stuff. It's really good. It's a really good community. Anyway, short Porsche video today. More to come. I always say that, but there is more to come. And yeah, Saturday night. Gonna go and relax now. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, the thumbs up button. You got to press that. Once you press it, more people will see my videos. If you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button that's coming up at the end here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.